Imagine one morning, Earth suddenly trades places with Venus. No warning, no explanation. Just a cosmic game of musical chairs, and now our planet is 67 million miles from the Sun instead of 93 million. What happens next? At first, things might not seem too catastrophic. Venus is still a rocky planet, not a gas giant. It's not like we've been flung into a black hole. But make no mistake, this single change would trigger a planet-wide apocalypse. Let's start with the basics: temperature. Right now, Earth orbits in the so-called Goldilocks zone, not too hot, not too cold, where liquid water and life can thrive. But Venus? It's closer to the Sun, much closer. If Earth moved into Venus's orbit, average global temperatures could rise by over 100 degrees. Oceans would begin to boil, rivers would evaporate, polar ice caps gone within weeks. The sky would fill with water vapor, a potent greenhouse gas trapping even more heat. Eventually, a runaway greenhouse effect would kick in, just like what already happened to Venus itself. And the atmosphere? It would begin to thicken with carbon dioxide and methane from burning forests and melting permafrost. Our blue sky could turn yellowish-brown, filled with sulfur clouds. Breathing outside would become impossible. The very air would poison us. Insects, birds, fish, gone. Crops, toasted. Within months, almost all plant life would die, unable to photosynthesize under extreme temperatures. The food chain would collapse, and civilization along with it. But it gets worse. With a closer orbit, Earth would orbit the Sun faster, completing a year in about 225 days instead of 365. That means shorter seasons, more intense climate swings, and possible chaos in animal migration and agriculture. Humans, we'd struggle to adapt, not just physically, but mentally, culturally, spiritually. Calendars would become useless. Religions and traditions tied to seasons would collapse. Now let's talk radiation. Venus's orbit exposes the planet to far stronger solar radiation. Without a major upgrade to Earth's magnetic field, we'd be bombarded by solar particles, frying electronics and increasing cancer risks. And what about the Moon? Earth's moon wouldn't just hang around peacefully. Its orbit is stable based on Earth's current distance from the Sun. Move the planet closer, and the Sun's stronger gravitational pull could destabilize the Moon's orbit. It might crash into Earth, or slingshot away forever. Either way, we lose tidal regulation, which affects ocean currents, climate stability, and even the length of our day. And speaking of climate, ocean currents would shut down completely. No more global conveyor belt of heat and nutrients. Tropical zones would turn into infernos. The poles, once cold and remote, would become the only places where life might barely hang on for a while. But let's look at a different angle. Could anything survive? Maybe some extremophile microbes deep in the ocean trenches. Maybe humans underground, in bunkers cooled by nuclear power, living off hydroponics. But the surface? It would be a scorched, lifeless desert. Cities would melt, glass would fuse to the pavement, and satellites in orbit would fry from increased solar heat. Now let's flip the question. What happens to Venus now in Earth's place? If we move Venus to Earth's orbit, its thick CO2 atmosphere and scorching surface would still make it uninhabitable, at least for now. But over millions of years, cooler temperatures and solar energy might allow Venus to change. Its atmosphere could slowly stabilize. If we could terraform it, Venus might become the new Earth. Ironically, Earth might become the new Venus. So what if Earth switched orbits with Venus? We wouldn't just move closer to the Sun. We'd ignite a chain reaction of death, destruction, and transformation. Everything we know, weather, time, life, would collapse. In the end, this cosmic swap would be the end of Earth as we know it, and possibly the birth of a new world in our place.